Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam409. As you may remember, Krishna was praising the rishis, people who suffer from the sense of I, in spite of knowing that this body is made up of just so much water, some bones, and a large area of skin, a quantity of fat and blood. People who suffer from the disease mind, about their spouse and children, are taught the simple lesson that by visiting the tirthas and by worshiping the little figures made of earth and stone, they will win the grace of the Lord. The really wise worship sadhus like you and gain salvation immediately. The rishis could not follow what he meant when Krishna spoke these words of praise. He was the Parabrahman, and he spoke words which praised them. They tried to find the reason why he did it. This was the charming quality of their greatness, which Krishna loved. They were humble. They did not know, could not grasp how much they meant to Krishna. They smiled to themselves when the truth was the opposite as far as they were concerned. They came to see him so that a sight of him would cure them of the many bondages of the world, and he spoke as though he were an ordinary mortal. The rishis worshipped him with their minds and with their thoughts, and Krishna accepted their worship and their homage with his eyes and with his mind. They knew him for what he was, but then they could not speak about it. Krishna knew it, and he smiled at them as if to say, I thank you for helping me keep up this appearance. I'm just Krishna and the Yadava, and Rama is my elder brother. That is all they know and all they need to know about us. The rishis said with their minds, your actions, my lord, are ever beyond the comprehension of mortals. The same earth is used to fashion different shapes, pots, and each pot assumes an entity of its own. But they are all the same earth. Even so, you have yourself assumed different shapes and forms to create, to protect, and to destroy this universe. Untouched as you are by the bondages you impose on yourself in these different forms, people get deluded that you are an ordinary mortal and that you will go through the same pain and pleasure cycle as they do. You have been born again and again, and the purpose of your birth every time is to reestablish Dharma, which threatens to get eclipsed often. You are the Parabrahman, and we worship you in that form. Your blessed feet, which have granted to Ganga her purity, have been in our minds for long, and it is to touch them with our eyes and worship them silently that we have come here. Please accept our homage. They took leave of everyone there and made as if to go their ways. Vasudeva followed them, and stopping them, he said, Please accept my worship. I have a favor to ask of you. Please teach me the path to follow, the path which will rid me of sinfulness. Narada was amused by his words. He spoke in an undertone to his companions and said, What a foolish man he is! But he is ignorant. He has the Lord of Lords as his son, as his constant companion, and yet he thinks of Krishna as a child. He's ignorant of his good fortune, and he comes to us to tell him how to rid himself of sinfulness. It is indeed true that constant association with anyone breeds indifference toward that person, and it has happened to Vasudeva. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.